Hello, welcome to a new video. I attempted to record the first part of this video a second ago, and it essentially went wrong because I didn't have my microphone enabled. In this video I'm going to be running 16, so from this point I'm going to be running 15, but 16 Crimson Temples. They're 8 mod corrupted with Strongbox Sextant, Delirium Mirror Sextant, Enraged Sextant, pack size, Cartography, Winged Ambush, Winged Divination, and Winged Reliquary. The reason I'm doing this strategy is because I have a bunch of Monstrous treasures, and I wanted to do a multiple of 4, so I didn't have like odd sextants left out. So I'm going to be running 16 Monstrous treasure, 8 mod Crimson Temples with the highest investment possible. I've gone for these scarabs because I think they're the best. I think Reliquary is a bit shit if you're not magic find, but it was the only option I could sort of use. So yeah, the Atlas looks a bit like this. It's sort of invested into Delirium, Shrine, and I've gone for all the Strongbox stuff. That's good. I'm also running Singular Focus so I can get a bunch of Crimson Temples back and hopefully sell them for profit. The total investment on this was 12.8 divines, so I'm just gonna do a map now to sort of show off how it is. I am extremely unfamiliar with Crimson Temple, but it seems to be a bit better than Defiled Cathedral in terms of layout, so I also may die in these videos, in this video, going over the map. This character doesn't have a headhunter. I would definitely say this is a headhunter strategy, but you know, if I die, I die. It's likely I'll just get one shot by a Delirium boss. But from the map I ran prior to this, the output doesn't actually seem that high in terms of what you get. Like, even though the strong boxes have really high quant, yeah, it seems to be sort of like mediocre, the amount of investment, but I'm not 100% sure on what to expect on this. I don't think I'm going to make money, but I thought it'd be a good educational kind of video to show off Monstrous treasure, because obviously it's no longer a prophecy and it's a rare craft on the map device, so getting multiple of them is quite unlikely. But yeah, in combination with the nodes where you open double strong boxes and the enraged strongbox sextant, I thought the chance of me getting an Apothecary would be decently high with all the juice. I'm not expecting one, but I think the chance of it happening is definitely there. Obviously just unique drops in general from the added quantity on the monsters, as well as whatever else I could get, which is sort of why I've gone for the gamble with the Reliquary, because I could get something good, which is always fun. But yeah, I'm not expecting anything too insane. The Ice Nova on these can definitely one-shot me as well, and I have to be really careful with the ultra mods I choose. The reason I've gone for Delirium Mirror, I'm not sure if it even works for this, but I've gone for the Delirium Mirror because it has an additive quantity multiplier. So for card farming, Delirium Mirror is really, really strong. I personally opt for Delirium Orbs because I don't like the stress that adding a mirror to your map adds. I don't like the sort of race against time sort of thing, especially in this kind of scenario with no league mechanics that slow it down, as far as I'm aware. Yeah, strong boxes don't slow down the mirror. They might do, but no, I don't want to say they do. They don't. Okay, 2 divine orbs from a strong box. That's interesting. I've died to detonate dead. That's an interesting return already, but I guess we'll just continue. I'm gonna assume, so obviously dying in a map sort of fucks up the Delirium Mirror. I think I've lost it at that point, yeah. So that's unfortunate. However, I will continue with the map. That is the main reason I'm not a fan of Delirium Mirror. However, if you have a headhunter, sort of reduces the likelihood of you dying. because you have a bunch of headhunter buffs and it's a bunch of defense. Scenarios like this is definitely one where Mage Blood isn't very good. If you're doing like any form of juiced map content, you want to be running a headhunter. I was going to buy one for the video, but I didn't. I do have the currency sort of sitting in my stash. I thought it might be good to use a headhunter for it. I think this strategy is, yeah, it's going to be difficult without a headhunter or inspired learning, because you do get so much defense from either of those. And you know, defense is a big one when you're trying to go as fast as possible, because you're wanting to just get in and out as fast as possible. And if you're dying and losing the deadly mirror, you know, it's a bad time, like what's just happened to me. But yeah, this is sort of just an educational video. I'm not doing it to make currency, I'm just showing off how good it is. This kind of investment without any magic find on your gear is very unlikely to make profit. I did something similar on Defiled Cathedral, and yeah, my experience was not too great. I made what I invested back, but the return on investment was zero. I made no money. Obviously I could have got an Apothecary card, which would have been very different, and I would have made, you know, the Apothecary card in profit. But even at that point, the Apothecary card did not equate to a high enough value for me to even consider doing anything like it in the future. However, the Monstrous treasure has definitely sort of pulled me to one side and made me want to attempt something like that. So yeah, that's just the map showcase. Everything's going into this tab for the excellence price checked at the end. I'm going to run all the maps and I will see you once I've finished doing that. Alright, so finished running the maps, put the excellence up on the screen. I'm going to take a snapshot again just to double check everything's in there properly, and the total is 17.85 divines. So I did actually make 5 divines profit. However, I could have made significantly more. I think the mistake I've made with this strategy in general was going for the reliquary scarabs. I think if you're not magic finding, I think reliquary scarabs are pretty terrible. The chances of getting something good, I got absolutely nothing. The chances of getting something good are really awful, and I would have used that cost of 2 divines to buy 8 mod corrupted map drop compasses, and then all of these Crimson Temples would be 8 mod corrupt maps, which go for about 20 to 25 chaos each. So if I was to lower the investment, well, if I was to keep the same investment and do, let's do, how many Crimson Temples did I get dropped? 131 times 22. So that would have been 2,882 chaos. Obviously we take away 486 and divide that by 250, and then add 9.6 onto 17.85. So if I was to run the 8 mod corrupted sextant, I will put the calculator that I've used on the screen as well. So this is the calculation I've done. Obviously chaos divided by price of the exalt and then added to the total. If I was to do 8 mod corrupted Crimson Temples, I would have made 27 divines in total, making the profit significantly higher, making this a very, very lucrative strategy. However, in terms of cards, I'm not sure if I got unlucky or if I got lucky, or what the deal is. 170 is bad luck. I didn't expect to get 1. I expected maybe 1 or 2, and 2 Dragon's Hearts. So Dragon Hearts are significantly rarer than 7 years bad luck, according to the weightings. I ended up getting 2 patience. I got 115 raw chaos orbs. I also got 6 raw divine orbs, and 4 of the 6 divine orbs dropped as pairs of 2 from Arcanist strong boxes, which is very, very strange. So I got 2 of the divine drops in total, but double divines without any duplication on the altar, and I have got similar and running reliquary scarabs before, so I'm not sure if that's some loot conversion stuff, and it actually does work with currency conversion. 74 awakened sextants, pretty good. I got 2 exalts, some regrets, I finished 1 simulacrum, and then I got a whole bunch of scarabs. In terms of scarabs, I got quite a significant quantity. So as you can see, there is 2.4 divines in just scarabs, and that's from the scarab strongboxes. Apologies for the train in the background. The window is open as it's quite hot where I live. But yeah, 2.4 divines in scarabs alone, and a whole bunch of raw currency. The maps I will probably sell or maybe use them for a future project. But yeah, loot from 60 monstrous treasures with a decent amount of investment. I think I made a couple of mistakes in the choices I've made, and like I said, I would have been able to make more. This isn't like a guide video, it's just sort of a bit of fun to see how much money I would make. So if you enjoyed the video, please make sure to subscribe and like the video. Comment if you liked it, comment if you disliked it as well. Everything helps. Thanks for watching, and see you.